let's wipe the slate clean with a little bit by bringing up our next comedian. Please welcome comedian and storyteller Laura Canty-Samuel.
Hello, everyone. I am Laura Canty-Samuel, and I am here to talk to you for a few moments about one of New York City's, Brooklyn's most significant neighborhoods, Ocean Hill, Brooklyn. Yes. Is there anyone in the audience who has ever lived in Ocean Hill, Brooklyn? All right, we got somebody. Okay, well, I, too, used to live in Ocean Hill, Brooklyn. I lived there for about 15 years, so I feel that I have a special take on this neighborhood. I have a special type of affection for the neighborhood. First of all, I'm going to need to change this first slide because that is misleading. There is no ocean in Ocean Hill. Okay, let's there's some asphalt right there. Yeah. Secondly, also, those are kind of like mountains, and there are no mountains in Ocean Hill. I mean, there's honestly not really many hills, but this is Ocean Hill, Brooklyn, okay? There are some hills, a few, but they're really nothing to write home about. I mean, unless you're walking up that hill on Thomas Boylan going toward Fulton Street, and there's a thick sheet of ice all the way down the hill, and you're just trying to get to the C train stop at Rockaway, and then you fall because you slip, and then the guy next to you's like, "Oh, damn, miss, you okay?" And then you're like, "I think so." And he's like, "I missed, don't hurt nothing, have a good day." And you're like, "Thank you." And then you see him go across the street, and he's like, yo, me, did you see Ma? She just bust her ass. Europe. Now, you might write home about that just like I did, okay? So that happened to me. So how did Ocean Hill get its name? Well, there was a racist land investor who bought 500 plots of land, and his name was H.D. Aldrich. Okay, I don't know if he was actually racist. I don't know that. But it was like the 1840s, and there were slaves around, so I'm just going to run with that. Okay? All right? And one day, he was walking along, surveying the wonderful nature of his land. He walked to the highest point, which just happened to be at the corner of Thomas Boylan and Fulton Street, where the C train is now. And it used to be called Hopkinson. And in any event, he stood there, and he said, "I see the ocean. I shall call this Ocean Hill." Okay, he's also known to be a pathological liar, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you, like right now, if you take away all the buildings, all the people, the trees, you cannot see the ocean from this place. You just can't do it. It's wishful thinking, he's a liar. But you know what, lying is a part of being a resident of Ocean Hill, Brooklyn, I think. Because my upstairs neighbor at the time, she lied to me to try to get me involved in a credit card scheme. I was like, "Bitch, I'm originally from Philly. I know what fraud looks like, okay?" You can't get one over on me, right? So that happened. Anyway, so you can't see the ocean from there. Yeah, you can see crime. You can see crime. You can. Listen, it's just something that's part of the DNA of Ocean Hill, okay? Yeah, I mean, even when H.D. Aldrich first purchased the land, it did not have a good reputation. It was actually considered somewhat undesirable due to its broken character. And even like years after it was like finally settled, like 40 years in or what have you, around 1906, there was an ongoing crime wave. And there was an article from the Brooklyn Chat there was a gentleman, his name was Mr. Harry B. Butler, who was asked about that. And he says, well, the question was, why do so many children become degenerates in Ocean Hill? And he said, well, not a little of the rowdyism in young men might be attributed to a laxity on the part of the parents while a boy is in knickerbockers. Butler then called attention to the fact that Rockaway Avenue on Sunday is a paradise for infant crap shooters, whose manipulation of the bones is interrupted only by the approach of an infrequent policeman when "Cheese it, cop," sends the Knickerbockers gamblers scurrying into some hall or doorway until the coast is again clear. Now, when I lived in Ocean Hill, Brooklyn, playing dice, that was still a thing, okay? It was still a thing. It was a big pastime, and I know this because my neighbor's brother got shot cheating at dice. He did. Now, I don't know if he was cheating, but he damn sure got shot, okay? All right, so exactly where is Ocean Hill? All right, you see this map here, okay? It's kind of like a triangle. And the thing is, this is not even accurate because you can ask various people and they will tell you that it starts in the various places, okay? But this is good enough because it doesn't look like any of you are going there anyway, okay? All right. So like shaped largely like a triangle, Ocean Hill is bounded by Bushwick on the north, Bedford-Stuyvesant and Crown Heights to the west, Brownsville to the southeast, and East New York further like east-east. Now, some references will say that Ocean Hill is actually a part of Brownsville. You've heard of Brownsville, right? But I'm going to tell you this right now. Ask a person who grew up in Ocean Hill if it's a part of Brownsville. I can guarantee you they will say it's not. There was someone in here who said they were from Ocean Hill. Yeah? Did you grow up in Ocean Hill? Is it in Brownsville? Some people will also say that Ocean Hill is a part of Stuyvesant Heights, okay? All right, yeah. Exactly. So just don't even have those conversations. Ocean Hill is its own little crime-ridden place, okay? And lastly, who lived in Ocean Hill? Well, the earliest settlers in Ocean Hill were Italian, followed by the... Yeah. Can I say racist? Anyway, so followed by the Jews after World War II. And then blacks and Hispanics began to move in, and the Jews said, oy vey. And the Italians said, come dice Bensonhurst. And now, young members of the gentry folk of all kinds are moving back in because they love roller skating and alcohol. Like, it's a thing, I don't know. And actually, this new group may be the most concerning iteration of the neighborhood yet. I don't know, but I think so, because drinking and skating is bad. It scares me. Okay, and that's it. If you have any questions about Ocean Hill, don't ask me, ask the bruh back there, okay? All right, have a good night, everybody.
Wow. We love it. Yeah. Knickerbocker, a word I don't like to say. Okay.